Friday. Welcome to Tesla Shorts Time, daily episode 523. I'm Patrick in Vancouver. Today is June 26th, 2026. Let's close out the week with today's Tesla news. Japan's EV subsidies just slashed the price of a base Model 3 to under $20 and $1,000 starting next month. Tokyo raised its metropolitan subsidy from 400,000 to 700,000 yen. National incentives stay at 1.27 million yen. The combined total reaches 1.97 million yen or $12,189. That brings the base Model 3 down to 3.14 million yen or $19,428 for July registrations. A Model Y lands at 3.61 million yen or $22,336. Buyers can also stack 300,000 yen for home solar or a renewable contract, and 100,000 yen each for vehicle-to-home hardware. The change directly widens the buyer pool in a market where price has been the main barrier. While policy moves are reshaping demand in Asia, Tesla is also scaling production closer to its European customers. Tesla is increasing weekly production capacity at Giga Berlin to 7,500 vehicles. The company is also hiring another 1,000 workers. The expansion follows record quarterly output and sustained Model Y demand in Europe. Higher local production reduces shipping costs and tariff exposure for the region. That European volume recovery shows up clearly in the latest registration data. Tesla deliveries across Europe more than doubled compared with the prior year. The increase coincides with refreshed inventory and improved availability in several markets. Volume recovery strengthens Tesla's position ahead of potential new entrants later this year. While the Model Y is driving those European numbers, a longer wheelbase version keeps appearing in the United States. Another longer wheelbase Model YL appeared on public roads in the United States. Tesla launched the variant in China last year, where it quickly became popular for its added rear legroom. US buyers have repeatedly requested the same configuration. The repeated sightings suggest the company is actively evaluating a North American introduction. On the commercial side, the Semi is also getting attention for how it handles real-world conditions. Dan Priestley, head of the Semi program, credited the truck's in-house high-resolution sensing and precise multi-motor controls for maintaining torque and stability on slippery winter surfaces. The system was demonstrated during recent cold weather testing. This capability addresses one of the longest-standing concerns about heavy-duty electric trucks in northern climates. Video from public roads shows the truck maintaining control on low-traction surfaces using its vehicle dynamics control system. The test builds on earlier winter evaluations and highlights the advantage of 4 independent motors. Software refinements are also showing up in passenger vehicles. A Tesla using FSD supervised detected and avoided an imminent collision on a Copenhagen street. The clip shows the system intervening without driver input. It adds to the growing library of real-world edge case handling captured on public roads. Version 14 of FSD Supervised shows more conservative speed selection in complex urban environments while improving parking precision. Reviewers noted the system now waits longer at intersections before proceeding. The update continues the pattern of incremental behavioral refinement ahead of broader unsupervised deployment. Early users report the update waits longer before pulling into intersections and executes tight maneuvers more cleanly. The behavioral shift reflects ongoing refinement of the supervised stack. Hardware and policy changes are also clearing the way for future robotaxi designs. NHTSA removed the requirement for manual brake pedals in vehicles designed exclusively for automated driving systems. The change directly benefits Tesla's Cybercab design that relies on steer-by-wire and brake-by-wire architecture. It removes one regulatory hurdle for a vehicle that never intended to carry traditional controls. Safety improvements are also arriving on today's production cars. Tesla has updated the restraint system in its vehicles. The update allows airbags to trigger earlier. This happens once cameras determine a collision is unavoidable. The preemptive deployment shortens the time between impact and full cushion inflation. This change represents another incremental safety gain. It is derived from the existing Vision hardware suite. Faster charging hardware is also rolling out to support longer trips. Europe's first 500 kilowatt V4 supercharger opened in Norway. The stall supports significantly faster charging sessions. This is faster than the previous 250 kilowatt maximum. Higher power delivery reduces dwell time. It helps long-distance travelers on the continent's northern routes. Charging expansion is also happening farther south. Tesla partnered with Argentina's state oil company, YPF, to install new superchargers. The first sites expand Tesla's charging footprint in South America. This goes beyond existing Brazil and Chile corridors. Local infrastructure growth supports rising Model Y and Model 3 registrations in the region. On the energy side, Tesla is also scaling virtual power plants. Sunrun, Renew Home, and Tesla will coordinate home batteries, smart thermostats, and vehicle-to-grid systems. This effort supplies more than 16 gigawatts of flexible capacity. The virtual power plant targets surging demand from data centers and AI infrastructure. It does so while lowering household energy costs. The partnership scales existing Tesla energy assets into a new revenue stream. It achieves this without new factory builds. Before we wrap, a quick counterpoint on where investor attention sits right now. Ross Gerber publicly urged Tesla to refocus on vehicle sales after recent stock weakness. The comment highlights ongoing investor concern that energy and autonomy narratives have overshadowed core automotive execution. Tesla's ability to sustain delivery growth while advancing new programs remains the central tension for the stock. Subsidies change the buyer equation more abruptly than most product improvements. When Tokyo stacked national and metropolitan credits to cut nearly $12,000 off a Model 3, the effective price fell below many mass-market gasoline cars without any change to the vehicle itself. That single policy adjustment instantly widens the set of households for whom a Tesla becomes the rational daily driver rather than a stretch purchase. The same arithmetic applies in reverse when credits shrink or disappear. Markets that grew quickly on temporary incentives often see demand reset once the subsidy cliff arrives, regardless of how advanced the technology has become. Tesla's cost reduction work still matters, yet the near-term volume swing is frequently larger from policy moves than from another few percent of efficiency or a new battery chemistry. Over time, the company benefits when subsidies accelerate scale and learning curve gains that persist after the incentives fade. The risk lies in treating those gains as permanent when they remain dependent on continued policy support in multiple large markets. Watching which regions renew or expand credits versus which let them lapse will reveal where Tesla's volume trajectory stays durable and where it may flatten. Tomorrow we'll be watching for any updates on the Norway 500 kilowatt charger rollout and further European registration figures. And that's a wrap on today's Tesla news. TSLA closed at $375.12, down 41 cents, 0.1%. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating or review. It genuinely helps other Tesla fans find us. I'm Patrick in Vancouver. See you tomorrow. And before you go, this show is part of the NARA Network, a family of daily podcasts on tech, science, and markets, each one a short, sharp briefing you can finish on the commute. If today earned its place in your feed, here's your next listen. Planetarian Daily, daily breakthroughs in science, health, and longevity. Find every show free at naranetwork.com. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.